Hello everybody! Today I'm going to do some half art haul review and half first impressions of this acrylic series from Sennelier. I'm a big fan of Sennelier acrylic, but I always used only abstract series and never used this one, which is professional, as I understand, is professional extra-fine series, and I hope it will the same as golden acrylic, at least at the art shop where I found this one series. The price was very the same. So I'm very excited to try it. Which pigments and colors I picked up. The first one is titanium white. I always choose this one for opaque mediums because it's really opaque, more opaque than, for example, zinc white, and it's on pigment PYY6. Also, I choose two yellows. It's cold and warm yellows, and I usually choose cadmiums for acrylic. They are both on the same pigment, PY35. I wanted to bought cadmium orange, but I accidentally mistaken cadmium yellow orange with cadmium orange, but it's okay. And it's also on a PY35 pigment. The next step is reds. And for the basic palette, it's also warmer red and cooler red. For the warm red, I choose Pirol Red Light on a PR255 pigment. And for the cooler red, I choose Quinacridone Red on a PY19 pigment. The next step is the blues. For the blue colors, I used ultramarine blue, PB29, and phthalo blue on a PB15 pigment. For the greens, I bought only one green, and it's on PG7 pigment. I love this pigment because it's rare to find a nice warm green only on one pigment, monopigment. Also, I took two earth colors. It's a burnt umber and English red. I love English red because of the color, because I love to use it for the imprimatura, for my paintings. And burnt umber, I usually use it not for only brown colors, but in mixing with ultramarine to create blacks. So I didn't took any blacks here. And the last one is a cobalt teal color on a pigment PG50. And it's nice color, especially for nice landscapes. There's a lot of place where I can use it here. In the process, I found out that I mistaken this one pigment, phthalo green, on a PG7 pigment for another one pigment. So this one is cool, nice, cool, basic green that I usually use and I love to use. It's usually called in other brands emerald green. So this is it. Let's go for the swatches. For swatches, I will use my Moleskine sketchbook. It's a watercolor sketchbook, and I will use one of the brushes that I took with me from St. Petersburg to Nice. I think I will choose some synthetic brush. This one, two brushes. Those brushes from Real Talents Amsterdam series. It's nice, hard synthetic. So I'm starting with the black line, so you can see how much opaque this titanium white. For the first impression, it have nice creamy texture. And it's pretty opaque. Yes, it's pretty opaque. The one thing I'm interested in is how long it will dry. Is it dry the same way as Abstract series from Sennelier? Also, I am interested in is it took its form when it's dry. So I do this little thing. And we will see in the end, as it will be the same, well, it will dry. The next tube is Cadmium Yellow, PY35. It's a cool yellow. I'm too lazy to draw bold line black again, so I just will do my swatches like this. Oh, it's a nice bright color. And the paint itself is pretty thick. At the start I will do more thick layer, and we'll do some washes in the end. And I can tell that its paint is pretty high pigmented. Yes. Also, I can see texture from the brush, since the brush is hard synthetic. And it's also suitable for my technique. I love to do the same effect as I do with oil paints. And I love texture. Okay. Here we go with Cadmium Yellow Dark. I choose this one as a warm yellow, and it's on the same pigment. I forgot to tell that I'm try to pick up the pigments with most light fastness. So those two was the very highest level of the light fastness, is this one is also. And I will do washes too. Oh, it's nice warm yellow. Warm, and as I already told that it's high pigmented paint. Okay, this one that I was mistook for the cadmium orange. Cadmium Yellow Orange, and again on PY35 pigment. Okay. Next time I will do the right choice and will take Cadmium Orange. But I think I will use it too. Nothing will waste. Okay. Warm red. Pure Red Light on PR255 pigment. This one is half opaque with 3 stars of light fastness. And again, thick to thin. I hope those teeny brush strokes will not disappear when it will dry. Okay, I don't know if it's seen on the camera, but it's very bright color. I think it will give nice orange with cadmium yellow orange. I will try it here. We'll do some mix. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Nice and nice. It's around 10 minutes that I do doing swatches, but it's still wet. The white color is still wet. Cool Red, Quinacridone Red on PY19 pigment, and it's transparent pigment. I just love Quinacridone pigments a lot. It's a beautiful pinkish color. And again, it's 3 stars of light fastness. And it feels like transparent pigment. I can see it on the paper. Okay, those swatches reminds me of watercolor a lot. Ultramarine blue, PB29, and it's half opaque. Again, 3 stars of light fastness. It's a nice, beautiful ultramarine pigment, and I feel it's more like transparent, not half transparent. For transparency, it's the same as a Quinacridone Red. At least in my opinion. The next one is Phthalo Blue pigment. PB15, PB15 and 15 and 3. It should be a more greenish color. And it's again 3 stars of light fastness, and it's a transparent color. I seriously don't see any difference between transparency of Quinacridone Red, Ultramarine Blue and Phthalo Blue. But it's very beautiful color. Okay, Phthalo Green. It's a cool green on PG7 pigment. Also transparent and 3 stars of light fastness.
Oh, it's the same as usual. I love to use it in mixture with cool red colors. I will try to mix it. Okay, in this place. It usually gives a nice mixtures together. Almost black in a thick layer, and a nice purplish on greenish gray in washes. Very misty. The next one is English red. As I told already, I love to use it for imprimatura, but this color is very nice and for portraiture or landscape painting. This pigment again 3 stars of light fastness, and it's opaque on PR 101 pigment, and the color is pretty standard, nice and warm reddish brown, and I will add some thickness here. Okay, next one is burnt umber. This one pigment I usually use on monopigment, but Sennelier did this on 2 pigments. PY 164, it's some yellow color, I don't remember exactly what pigment it is, and PY 42, it's yellow ochre, but light fastness is high level. Okay, for this one I can see that it's fully opaque color. And for the desert, cobalt teal on the pigment PG50. It's fully opaque, 3 stars of light fastness, and it's very beautiful color. It's nice. This pigment PG50 always looks like somehow that it will have whites in it, but it's just the pigment itself. In watercolor, artists use it to whiteness mixes. Okay, and this is it. It's been, I think it's been 15-20 minutes, and this thick layer of white, titanium white, is still wet. Yes, it's still wet. It's dry a little bit, but not in deepest layer. So I will wait. But the thickness is the same as it was in the beginning. Try to add some paint here on the black line with titanium white, to find out how much paint I will need to cover this black line, because titanium white should be pretty opaque, but it seems like for me at least that it's half opaque. So I will try to find out how much layers it will take to cover this black line. Here we go. Maybe I need to do a more thick layer. Okay, it's still not covered fully, but much better. Yes, I just need to add a more thick layer. But to be honest, it's not very opaque in my opinion. Okay, more thin here. And for example, on English red, I will add some titanium white too. As you can see, it's not fully opaque, but it's first impressions, so I will see all the problems or issues in the process while I will be painting. Will do my paintings on canvases or paper in the future. Okay guys, it's been around a few hours, so the paint is completely dry, but I'm not sure about this one spot. It's pretty elastic still, because there were a lot of paint, but those strokes is already dry, and it's good. It's pretty heavy. So I can tell it's good for textured painting. So my first impressions is really nice. It's a extra fine professional paint and really high pigmented. And it's in real life it's pretty heavy body, and it's used to my technique with brush strokes. When I try to recreate oil paintings effects. So I'm glad I choose this one, and I'm interested in try it in real life. So I hope it will be interesting to swatch with me, and see you next time. I will add all my links on social media and description below. Bye.